The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Well, hello there, Absurdians and new listeners. Welcome to the show. The show is called The Absurd. And in this show, we cover things that are absurd, things that are old mysteries and histories and strange goings-on, things that are, freaky, funny, and frightening. Oh my God. There's a ghost. Oh, no, it's just Mel.
It's just me.
It's Mel. Hi, Mel.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. You're scratching your chin. I was scratching my beard before, and I said, doesn't your beard ever get itchy?
It's not my beard.
Really?
No.
Sure?
Yeah.
You don't have a new hair coming in?
No,
Okay.
no, I think I'm good.
Okay, good. I'd still like you.
Would you?
Of course I would.
No.
Yeah. Well, what do I care? Like, granted, I wouldn't go out with you anywhere. Like, I wouldn't go out to eat with you.
We would just do this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd walk you out front to make sure the kids didn't make fun of you.
Gotcha.
Because you know how they can be.
Yes.
No, it's okay.
All right.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Have a good day?
I did, actually.
Did you?
I did. I was in the office today,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a good day.
Any muffins or donuts?
No.
Mm.
No, not today. No treats of nothing.
I just thought of it.
What?
Did you see HY?
I did see HY.
Did you?
I did.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's funny. He always used to crack me up.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you go out for lunch?
No.
Did you have lunch?
Yep.
Wow.
Want to keep going with the one word answers?
No, I hate it. What'd you have for lunch?
I use their fancy new machines that we have there
Oh,
where
right.
you get the pre.
So you got like
Cooked.
pheasant or something?
No, I actually just got a wrap today.
Not
Not that kind.
Oh, good. Because they're not very filling.
No, they're not because I'm hungry now.
Oh, yeah? I had a peanut butter sandwich
Oh,
on Wonder Thin Bread. I like that.
Ugh.
What do you mean, ugh?
well, I don't like peanut butter,
Oh, well, that's
so
weird, dude.
there's step number one.
So, like, what was it? Like, did you fall off the changing table as a kid? Like, as an infant? Or why don't you
What
like
does
peanut
that
butter?
have to do with peanut butter?
Because it's glorious. Like, if you were allergic to it, I would get that. Like, Kara's daughter, Quinn, who I'm sure isn't listening. Hello, Quinn. She's allergic to, like, every nut ever invented.
No,
That sucks.
no, no. I just don't like it. I don't mind if it's in
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup?
No, I don't like those.
Oh, what?
No, I don't. I know.
Okay,
sorry.
what do you like peanut butter in?
I like I make these Rice Krispie squares that
Uh-huh.
have chocolate and peanut butter in
Yeah,
them.
that's a good
Those
mix.
are good
Yeah.
because it's not overwhelmingly peanut buttery.
Peanut buttery.
Yeah,
So-
like Wonder Bar.
You like a Wonder Bar?
I do enjoy a Wonder Bar, and it's got some peanut buttery goodness in it.
For anybody wondering, that is my favorite chocolate bar.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, no peanut butter on celery for you?
Ew.
That's golden, dude.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, anyway. It is a gray day out.
it is.
I have not been out. Well, I was out today, obviously. And I never saw any rain, though. But it obviously rained.
It's cold. Oh,
Well,
pardon my yawn too. I just
yeah.
totally yawned into the mic. How rude.
Let's see. Hey, Echo. What's the temperature?
Right now, it's 1 degree Celsius. Tonight, expect a low of -3 degrees.
Huh.
Happy Tuesday.
Whatever.
Great evening.
Whatever.
Shut up, Echo.
Jesus, it's hard to be mean to somebody being so nice, except it's not a somebody, it's a something.
It's a something.
Hey, Echo, what's the wind chill?
Currently, the wind chill is -4 degrees Celsius.
Eh,
Tonight, expect it to feel like -8 degrees.
Eh,
that's not bad. Yeah, anyway, cool.
yeah.
So you had a good weekend? It was full of your son's birthday adventures, eh?
It was full of his birthday adventures.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
You went to the Ranger game Friday, they won.
Yes. Yep.
Did they have any beer for sale there?
Yes, they did. He tried to convince me that there would be no beer at the Rangers game because of Ramadan.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure when Ramadan's over. I think it's still on.
Yeah, it's still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have stopped them. Yeah. I didn't think it would work, but I was
It's
hoping.
quite the moneymaker. I don't think they would stop it.
No, and they'd have no reason to stop it. Like, seeing as we're not Saudi Arabia.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had a birthday party for Liam.
Yeah, we went to Escapeology. I'm going to give them a big shout out because
Okay.
that was very impressive.
So like an escape room thing.
It's an escape room place. Many escape room, well, I guess all of them, unless someone can correct me if I'm wrong, they do not cater to kids. But
Oh.
this one does. So
Oh.
they can take their rooms and have a kids mode.
Oh, cool.
So kids like my son's age can actually play and you don't need an adult in there.
Oh, cool.
So there were 6 of them
Yeah.
and they all went in and they're being watched,
How many of them
right?
came out? Did they all come out?
Yeah, they all came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all came out
Okay.
in their glory. So I mean, as a mom, it was great. I got
Yeah.
to lock them all in a room for an hour.
Because you can't do that just anywhere anymore.
You cannot. You cannot.
FNCS will be
Yeah.
on your ass over
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was so it's where Splitsville is. It's like where the old Flying
yeah.
Dog used to be.
Yeah.
And so I had asked the guy that was working there. I said, "Oh, do I have to stay or can I like go next door or whatever?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, we need to have at least one adult here." So I was like, "Oh, okay." But then he goes, "But we have a bar." I was like,
Did you avail yourself of said bar?
I did.
No.
So one of the other moms, who is a good friend of mine, she ended up staying, and
Is that
we
Jess?
sat and had a couple drinks. No,
Yeah.
it was not.
Hey, how old did Liam turn?
10.
See, this is interesting. So, you heard me mention Kara's daughter, Quinn. She turned 10 on March. Oh, God. 13th.
Okay.
And they went to an escape room
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, cool.
See what I'm doing there? See the pattern?
Yeah, I do.
And they both turned 10.
Yeah.
And
I
they
got it.
Both have mothers.
Yeah.
Um,
But did they both have alcohol? Probably
mothers?
not. At the escape room.
Well, that I don't know. I haven't asked Kara. I should ask her, though.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Because if I was Kara, and I'm not, but if I know Kara, and I do, if there was alcohol available while the kids were in the room, she would have availed herself.
Yes.
I would. Damn right.
It was great. I
Like, I wouldn't tie one on.
It was nice. No. But
Yeah,
it was nice to
obviously.
just sit back and
Yeah.
have a drink while the boys were entertaining themselves in there. It was great.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, highly recommend that place. If someone's looking for a birthday party idea, it top notch.
I have never done an escape room, and I very badly want to, but none of my friends are the type that are like, oh, it sounds too lame.
Oh, they're
And I'm like,
so
"You're lame."
fun.
I know. Bunch of dicks.
They are a lot of. I think you would really enjoy
I
it.
know I would.
Yeah.
I know I would.
Okay,
I've
so
done-
let's do it. We'll do it one time.
You ever done axe throwing?
No.
They should combine the two.
No, they should not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So, Escapeology
Escapeology.
in
Yeah.
Waterloo on Marsland Ave.
Yes.
Isn't it Ave? Marsland Drive.
No, I
I don't
think it's
remember what it's
Ave.
called. Anyway, yeah, check them out.
Yes.
Mel gives her her thumbs up.
Yes.
2 thumbs up. It sounds
Two
like.
thumbs up.
I don't really want to go into my weekend because I didn't really do anything. Like, it was fine. I went out to watch a Leaf game Saturday night, and I had wings, and I had beer, and it was fine.
It was fine.
It was a fire truck.
Yes, I do.
And then I moved some furniture around, as you've already commented upon, or on, not upon. But it does make the place look bigger, doesn't it?
It does.
So, yeah. And that's kind of about it for me.
Yeah.
I do want to thank someone, though.
Do you?
I wish to thank a listener who contacted us to say how much she loves the show.
Oh.
Her name is Christine Lyle, and she is from Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
That's a long
wow.
ways away. It's on the other coast of the continent. But she said she loves the show, and she apologizes for the orange poop stain that is slowly destroying her country and threatening ours.
Oh.
Thank you, Christine.
I wonder what that could mean.
I don't know. It must be some sort of viral infection that causes diarrhea.
I guess so.
That's what it must mean. So let's get into it.
Let's talk about
You got a
stuff.
story?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Mel's got a story.
I'm going to talk about some weird medical quackery is what I'm calling this one.
Quack.
From the 19th and 20th century.
My favorite centuries.
Things that they believed worked that probably didn't.
I'm going to enjoy this.
All right.
I'm going to listen, and I'm going to count up how many of these I've actually done myself.
Okay.
Like to myself.
Probably none of them. But anyways.
Time to learn a bit about Russ.
Well, have you ever had an asthma cigarette?
No, but I won't lie. I am intrigued. Go ahead. I've never had asthma, so no.
Okay. Asthma cigarettes were an intriguing yet questionable remedy for respiratory issues in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. These cigarettes did contain a blend of herbs, narcotics, usually including atropine. Atropine opens the airways of the lungs, providing temporary relief from asthma symptoms. However, it also causes lightheadedness, nausea, hallucinations, and a rapid heart rate in smokers. During this era, smoking was often viewed as having medicinal benefits, and asthma cigarettes were a part of that trend. However, the actual effectiveness of these cigarettes was dubious, and they could even be harmful due to the toxic nature of stramonium. Stramonium. Stramonium is highly toxic and can be a serious side effect, including hallucinations, delirium, and even death in high doses.
Well, I like 2 of those 3.
Just not death in high doses.
Yeah, or any kind of dose of death.
Due to these risks, its medicinal use has decreased significantly, and it is now mainly considered a poisonous plant. Shocker.
Yeah.
Next one. Brushing your teeth.
Well, I just wanted to say, this
What?
reminded me. Have you ever seen that meme, about the one-night cough syrup from way back in the day? And it has alcohol in it, which a lot of cough syrups do.
Sure.
Cannabis indica.
Yeah.
Chloroform. That's the Bill Cosby drug of choice.
Yes.
And morpheosulf, which is morphine.
Ah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
don't worry, sweetie. You'll be asleep soon.
Does this smell like chloroform to
Yeah,
you?
there's always room for Jello. Yeah, anyway.
All right.
Next one.
Next
Sorry.
one.
Yeah.
Brushing your teeth with radioactive toothpaste.
Oh. Go ahead.
Okay.
I have a comment, but go ahead.
Radioactive toothpaste made a startling entry into the consumer scene in the early 20th century, a time when the properties of radiation were not fully grasped.
Yeah.
Advocates believed that radiation could effectively kill bacteria and promote better oral hygiene. One of the most famous examples was thorium toothpaste, which contained thorium chloride.
Wow.
This era also saw the use of radioactive elements in various consumer products, including cosmetics, health tonics, and even radioactive water, which I've never heard about before, all marketed for their supposed health and beauty benefits.
Well, in fairness, I mean, fluoride is, I don't want to say it's highly radioactive, but it is.
Yep.
And in, in the amount in your toothpaste, we get hit by radiation all the time.
Of course.
All the time.
Yes.
It's not some mystical poison evil out there.
No.
Light.
Uh-huh.
The sun. What gives you a sunburn, for God's sakes?
Yeah.
But yeah, fluoride is still is radioactive, but in very low amounts.
Very. That's why they tell you not to swallow it.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Exposure to radium causes severe health issues, including anemia, bone fractures, necrosis of the jaw, and ultimately a gruesome death.
I hate a gruesome death.
Yes. Next one. Arsenic soap.
Arsenic soap?
Yes.
Interesting.
Arsenic has a long and dark history of being used in various forms for medicinal and cosmetic purposes, despite its highly toxic nature. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, arsenic was commonly used in soaps and cosmetics for its skin clearing and complexion improving properties. It was believed to promote a pale complexion, which was fashionable at the time. Wow, I'd fit right in. As well as treat skin conditions such as acne and psoriasis. Arsenic was also used as a treatment for a wide range of ailments, including syphilis, malaria, and even as a general tonic. Arsenic is extremely toxic, and prolonged exposure can lead to a variety of serious health issues, including skin lesions, organ damage, and death. Everything has death.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of death in the medical industry,
Yes.
eh?
Well, I guess if you don't know, you don't know.
I suppose.
Another one. Tampons soaked in opium.
Oh, God.
Pond's tampons is what they were called.
Okay.
With opium was a product marketed in the late 19th century and early 20th century as a remedy for various female complaints, including menstrual cramps and nervous disorders. It contained a mixture of opium and other ingredients, packaged in a tampon-like form for insertion. Opium was commonly used in medicines during this era for its pain-relieving properties, despite its addictive nature and potential for harm. Pond's tampon with opium was part of a larger trend of patient medicines and remedies that promise relief from a wide range of ailments. These products were often marketed with exaggerated claims and without scientific evidence to support their effectiveness. Yeah, you think so, eh?
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple more.
Do it.
All right. Wine and cocaine cocktails.
I like it.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, we're talking.
Cocaine cocktails were intriguing beverages that gained popularity in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. These cocktails, often featuring cocaine as a key ingredient, were renowned for their stimulating and invigorating effects. They were believed to offer a quick energy boost and were sometimes used as remedies for various ailments, including headaches and fatigue.
I got a headache right now.
Do you?
I've had
Well,
one for
let's
a
go
couple
get
of
you some
days.
cocaine.
Yeah, if anybody knows where we can get wine and cocaine cocktails, write in. You know?
One of the most famous examples of these cocktails was a Vin Mariani, a cocktail made from cocoa leaves infused into wine. This concoction garnered endorsements from numerous celebrities and even popes who praised its supposed health benefits and revitalizing properties. Another well-known product was the original formula of Coca-Cola,
I was gonna say,
which
yep.
contained cocaine extracted from cocoa leaves. They don't make that anymore, just in case you're wondering.
Just what?
Just in case you're wondering.
Oh yeah, no, I'm well researched it.
All right, two more.
All right, do it. Let's hear it.
Toilet masks for Victorian women.
Toilet masks.
Toilet masks is what they
Okay.
were called.
All right.
Victorian toilet masks were elaborate, often ornate masks worn by women while using the toilet, particularly in the 19th century.
Okay.
They were used to protect the wearer's face from the harsh fumes and odors that were common in Victorian-era bathrooms.
Well, what? So, like, because of what they ate, their poop was more offensive.
I
in
guess
smell?
so.
Like, I don't.
I guess so. Well,
Okay.
I mean, they lacked proper ventilation and sanitation. So,
Yeah, like, you ever been to a concert?
yeah. I
Like,
used to
you
go
know,
to the, what was it called?
Oh,
Oh my gosh. The club that was downtown Kitchener.
Lyric,
No.
Dallas,
The,
stages.
this,
Uh,
oh my gosh. It'll come to me.
okay.
The masks were typically made of fabric, often
actually,
with layers.
Hang on.
What?
I meant your story about being at the club. Who cares?
Oh no, I was just saying it was really gross.
Oh, okay.
That was the bathroom I was thinking of.
Gotcha.
That's gonna bug me now. Anyways, the masks were typically made of fabric, often with layers of gauze or other materials to filter the air and reduce the unpleasant smells.
That reminds me. So, slight sidetrack. In the First World War, I don't call it World War I because I'm not American, and it sounds like a Hollywood movie.
Right.
First World War, I believe it was French Guianan troops were the first to be gassed.
Okay.
And they booked, which can't really blame them. But Canadian soldiers fell in and covered the line. And of course, there was no gas masks. So what they did is they had big cotton gauzy bandage thingies that they urinated onto and then put that over their mouth and nose, and that filtered out the chlorine gas.
Delicious.
Well, yeah, I mean, but better than, your lungs coming up in clots.
Yeah.
It's
It's probably better.
Yeah, I would think it's probably a lot better. Yeah, no. I think I'd rather get bit by a dog on the face.
On the face.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, it just made me think of that.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm going
okay.
to get a toilet mask.
You should.
I will.
There's lots of pictures on this site too that I've gone to a few times, and they have a lot of pictures from the historical. Like a lot of these here, they show the ads that they had posted for all these things. It was
Do they look like plague masks? Do you know what plague masks are? They're those ones that they like long, almost like a duck's
no,
bird's bill that comes way out.
no, not like that.
Oh, okay, too bad, because that'd be awesome. Anyway.
What if you like really had to go like very quickly? You're like, no, I got to put my mask on first.
Oh god.
Because it had like these straps around the back, so you had to like.
And this was Victorian era, so it's
Yeah.
not like the women were wearing, skirts and underwear.
Oh god, it would take them like 10 minutes just to
Yeah.
disrobe.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was.
I'd shit myself every day.
Would anybody know though right away?
This is true.
Because everybody smelled
That's true.
back then, right? Or just about. Anyway, yeah, you got one more.
Yeah, I
there?
got one more.
Let's hear it.
High heel orthopedic shoes.
Doesn't that seem contraindicated?
It sure does.
Okay.
These shoes not only provided height to match the heavy dresses of the time, but also aimed to improve a woman's posture and in some cases reshape her foot entirely.
Oh.
Until the 1940s, the Federal Trade Commission didn't regulate companies using phrases like scientifically recommended or doctor's best heels. This meant that the physical strains caused by wearing high heels could be dismissed as minor discomforts on the path to better health. These types of high heel shoes were specifically designed footwear intended to provide additional height and support for individuals with orthopedic issues, such as foot deformities or leg length discrepancies.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to call my shortness from now on. I have a leg length discrepancy.
So does that mean like one leg is like longer than the other? Or does that mean that like their legs just became too short?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to get probably like sort of beat up for saying this, but I am a man who does not really find high heels attractive.
No?
Not really. Like, I kind of find them stupid.
No.
Well, because, like, be honest, are they in any way comfortable?
No.
Right. And there's
No.
nothing more idiotic on this planet than a woman wearing heels in a bikini. When does that happen? Oh, we're going to the beach. Oh, I better get my heels. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, because you obviously want a couple of rolled ankles.
Yeah.
Oh, like, wear whatever you want. I'm not saying women shouldn't wear them.
Yeah.
But, okay, time and place. If it's a nice, like, you're going out for a nice restaurant and everybody's dressing up nice.
Yes.
Absolutely fine.
Yes.
Don't make them ridiculous.
I was just going to say, the obnoxious, super high,
Yeah.
6-inch heels.
You can't walk in.
That just looks ridiculous.
Of course, it's
you look
totally.
ridiculous. I'm going to put it out there right now.
And I do stand by what I said about high heels in a bikini.
Yeah.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
Pick a look, damn it.
Yeah. Agreed.
I just wanted to say that. I had to get that off my chest. It's been killing me
Has it?
that I didn't bring it up sooner. Yeah. Hey, you've got a dog.
I do have a dog.
Maddie? Mm-hmm. Short for what?
Maddie.
I'm going to call her Madeline.
Madeline.
Yeah. Do you remember roughly what it cost? Approximately. Over 1,000?
3? I think it was 3. 3,000.
Bloody hell.
Because she's a trained dog too, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's true. Right. It's not just because she's awesome.
Well,
Right. Well, okay.
That
So What do you... okay, so, I'm not going to have you guess because you'll probably ruin it by guessing exactly correctly. And that would destroy my whole story.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you a story about the most expensive dog ever purchased.
Okay,
And
let's do it.
Just happened. Like, not the second, but like a week or so ago.
This afternoon.
Mm-hmm. So, a wealthy Indian dog enthusiast made headlines literally last week, by buying the most expensive dog in the world. Wealthy Indian dog lover S. Satish is a well-known dog breeder from Bengaluru, and owns more than 150 different breeds. The newest member of his pup family came with quite the price tag. Satish, 51 years old, paid a staggering, are you ready for this now?
I'm ready.
8.2 million Canadian dollars
What?
for Catabom Okami, a rare wolf dog, I just made air quotes, that is a cross between a wolf and a Caucasian shepherd. I have no idea
What's a Caucasian shepherd?
I don't know. Unless it means German shepherd. Oh, Mel's looking it up.
I'm looking at
By the way, for those of you not from our country, sorry, that money was 5.3 million euros. It's a lot of sweet bread.
Caucasian shepherd? Is that what you called it?
Yeah, is it the same as a German shepherd?
No.
Alsatian? No.
No.
Does it look like a German shepherd? But white? I don't get it. Oh, well, it's from the Caucasus area, obviously, of Russia. Because that's where the term Caucasian comes from.
I don't know if you can see that, but
Yeah.
that's what they look like.
That's a nice looking dog.
Yeah.
And cross between that and a wolf.
Yeah, kind of looks like a extra furry husky
Ooh, I like extra furry huskies.
with floppy ears.
Can I get a husky extra furry, please? Fries on the side. So not only is Catabom Okami the most expensive dog in the world, he is believed to be the first of his kind. The wolfhound is 8 months old, stands at 30 inches tall, and already weighs 75 kilograms.
Holy.
Yeah, dude.
Holy smokes.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
I spent 50 million rupees, or 8 point whatever million Canadian, on buying this pup because I am fond of dogs and like to own unique dogs and introduce them to India, said Satish. Indeed, this is not Satish's first extravagant purchase. Last year, he bought a Chow Chow, which bears a striking resemblance to a Quinling panda, for 4.6 million Canadian dollars,
Jeez.
3 million euro.
Why?
Because he likes dogs, weren't you listening? A former breeder, he owns more than 150 different breeds, each rarer than the last. I employ 6 keepers, and all my dogs are fed raw food, he said. The estate covers 7 hectares, so they all have plenty of space to romp around.
Jeez.
I do like this idea, though. Satish also claims that his canines have attracted huge crowds, and people are eager to take selfies with them. He charges anywhere between 3,800 to 15,000 Canadian for a 30-minute to 5-hour appearance.
What?
I'm telling you. I spent money on these dogs because they are rare. Besides, I get enough money because people are always curious to see them, Satish explained. They take selfies and pictures. My dog and I get more attention than an actor at a movie screening. We are both crowd pullers. There you go, dude.
Holy moly.
Oh. But I won't lie. Like, if I was mega rich, I wouldn't care about buying the most expensive dog in the world. But I'd have a lot of animals. Damn straight. Like, I'd have myself, I don't know if I'd call it a petting zoo, but like, you know, a little come and hang out with the critters.
Absolutely.
You know, that'd be awesome.
You better have llamas.
I might have llamas.
I love llamas.
Yeah? Why don't you marry them?
Well, it's kind of frowned upon, but okay.
How about, what are the other ones like llamas?
Alpacas?
Oh, alpacas. Do you like them?
Well, yeah, they look the same.
They're furry.
I don't really know the difference, to be honest.
They look really silly when they're shaved.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Are they kind of Tina? Tina was a llama.
Tina.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Come on, Tina, you lard. Poor llama.
There's a place out by Listowel called Goats on 86.
Yes, I know it.
And we go there a lot because it's kind of on the way to the in-laws. So we've stopped there a lot over the summer. And they have a couple llamas there. And the last time that we were there, they were getting friendly.
Ooh.
And my son, he's like, they're fighting.
Well,
Yeah, well,
that'll come.
yeah. Look at them. They're
That's right, Liam.
wrestling.
They're sex fighting.
And they were making the funniest sounds.
Who doesn't?
It was funny. Anyways,
Yeah.
that's my story.
Did you take
But
that as a
llamas.
learning opportunity
For
Liam to learn what actual sex is?
No.
Yeah, that's a shame.
No.
I was looking forward to hearing that.
No. He hasn't asked me those questions yet.
I'm going to tell him to.
Are you?
Maybe. Hey, what do you got for us?
I got one more.
Do it. What's it about? Is it fun?
It's yes.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Well,
Interesting.
I'm marginally confused, but go ahead.
When you die,
Oh my God.
what do you want done with your remains?
I honestly, I have two ideas. One, I would like my remains scattered over Disneyland,
Really?
but I don't want to be cremated first. I want all my parts scattered about.
Just chop you up in a bunch of little pieces
Damn
and
right.
just
Yeah.
wee.
No, honestly, I don't care. Cremated, I think cemeteries are a terrific waste of space.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird how in the city they closed down a soccer field to expand a cemetery.
Oh, really?
But remember, everybody, get out and be active.
Right.
Oy, how can we bury them horizontally, too? Why don't we bury them vertically?
That's a good point.
I don't know. That's why I said it.
It's a very good point.
But, yeah, I don't care. Why? What do you want to happen to you?
I mean, I don't care.
Right. Yeah,
You
put me in a
can
shoebox. I don't give a
Throw
shit.
me in the ditch. I don't care. I'm dead.
Deal?
Take the parts you need to help
Okay.
somebody
Oh,
else.
okay.
What?
Oh, yeah, definitely that, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
you need.
absolutely.
Take it. Whatever's left,
Yep.
just crumple me up and throw me in the trash. I don't really care.
I'm going to put you down the garbage chute.
That's fine.
Okay, cool.
I really, really don't
No,
care.
I don't either.
The
But
cheapest way possible. How about
1
that?
billion%.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I presume your story has something to do with
does.
somebody who died or,
It
had
does.
had
It
such
does.
a wish.
Yes.
Lay it on
A
us.
British man who
Shocking.
dreamed of being buried in a coffin resembling a Snickers bar has gotten his wish.
That's nuts.
Paul Broom, a care assistant for adults with learning disabilities, was 55 years old when he died.
Oh, so he has passed away. Okay.
Yes. In his will, Broom requested he be laid to rest in a Snickers-inspired coffin, something he had previously joked about. So loved ones made his dream a reality, even writing the phrase, "I'm nuts," on the side of the coffin as a perfect tribute to Broom, who was known for his quick wit and mischievous sense of humor. The coffin also featured a logo for Crystal Palace FC, a team that Broom also supported.
Right.
Ali Lego, I love that. I want
good,
my last
man.
name to be Lego.
Yeah, well, it can be.
Funeral arranger at F.A. Holland Funeral Care. It doesn't matter.
No,
Do
where is
that
it?
again. I don't even know how to say it.
Try
Chichester? C-H-I Chester.
Chichester.
Chichester?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Ali Lego, funeral arranger at F.A. Holland Funeral Care in Chichester, said they loved helping families find unique, heartfelt, and creative ways to say goodbye to their loved ones in the manner they find most fitting. Paul's family informed us that he was one of life's true characters, and his farewell needed to reflect that, Lego said. The coffin was a fitting tribute to his unique personality. She added, "We take great pride in offering flexibility to fulfill any family's wishes, no matter how big or small they might be." Lego said Broom's family received nothing but positive feedback from those who attended his funeral, and that many attendees were fond of the personal touches, which they felt made the service a true celebration of Paul's life. It was a privilege to help his family bring his final wishes to life. I saw the pictures of this, and it really does look like a big giant Snickers bar.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that, and that's cool.
It's neat. But I have to admit, my first thought was, how much did that cost?
Does it say? It doesn't say.
It
does
didn't say.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
It didn't say.
Well, hey, man.
Because that whole, It's ridiculous how expensive it all is.
Yeah, I don't even know what the average cost of a funeral is nowadays. It's got to be 10.
At least.
Yeah.
At least 10.
Huh. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Which I don't get. Throw me in with the dogs and the cats. And
well, like the
I'm
dead
good.
dogs and cats,
Yeah.
or let them feed on
yeah,
you?
or that. I don't really care. Like I said.
Um.
I'm dead. Do what you want.
Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never given any thought to it. I don't want a coffin. Like, I don't want to.
I don't know.
I don't think it's legal here yet to have green funerals.
What's that?
So, green funeral is you're not embalmed. You're taken. I think it's to a designated space.
Okay.
You're buried, like you would have what do you call it, like a shroud around you, like a blankety, thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then, they plant a tree on top of you,
Oh, okay.
and then as you decompose,
Yeah.
your physical bionutrients feed the tree.
Got you.
So, I mean, because embalming, it's pretty harsh, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And we really only embalm one, to make visitations and whatever, so that everybody doesn't throw up from the smell.
Right.
But also, so that, animals don't dig you up.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit if animals dig me up. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
if you're hungry,
Have at her.
try the buttock.
Yeah.
There's lots of good
Have my
meat
thigh
there.
bone.
Yeah, dude.
Some good stuff there.
Yeah. Yeah. I was agreeing. I wasn't saying yeah because I know, because I don't. But it's I'm not. They are legal in the UK, and they might be legal in some parts of Canada, but I don't think they are here yet. But I think it's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea.
And I know my mother has said if that was legal, she'd do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. A
If you-
tree
like-
growing out of you?
Cemeteries are such a waste of space.
Yeah, and they're, I don't know, like,
I don't know the point. I don't
I don't get
I
it.
don't know.
Weird monuments to death.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a story.
Do you?
It's about the Denver Spiderman.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the story of the Denver Spiderman and the murder that perplexed Denver police for nearly a year. Sadly, he was not a masked vigilante protecting the people of the Mile High City, swinging from webs after being bitten by a radioactive spider. See, that's what happened to Spider-Man in the
Yes,
story. Okay.
I got you.
No. Denver Spider-Man was the murderer. The victim's name was Philip Peters. He was a retiree of the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railroad and had lived in his home on West Moncrief Place for over 3 decades. He was married to Helen, and their children were now adults, one of whom lived in Grand Junction. Who cares? Not only was Peters a former railroad employee, husband, and father, but he was also a musician and member of the Denver Guitar Club, where he and his wife sometimes gave guitar and mandolin lessons. In fact, it was through the Denver Guitar Club that Peters first met the man who would be his murderer. For the 5 weeks leading up to his murder, he had been staying in his house alone because Helen was recovering at St. Anthony's Hospital after breaking her hip in a fall. Imagine in those days you were in the hospital for 5 weeks.
No, thank you.
His neighbors opened their homes to him in the evenings so that he wouldn't have to be alone at dinner time, and so he could enjoy a hot home-cooked meal and leftovers to take for his lunch the next day. Damn good neighbors, I'd say. On the night of October 17th, 1941, Peters discovered a tall, gaunt, and disheveled man raiding his icebox. That's what they called fridges back then. A fight ensued, and the interloper grabbed Peters' cast-iron stove shaker and beat him to death with it before fleeing. God damn. Peters was discovered an hour later by his worried neighbors, and the Denver police were called. They searched the house, but couldn't find any evidence of the murder. It was as if he had vanished into thin air. While detectives dug into Peter's past, this is the victim, of course, searching for enemies who hated him enough to want him dead. How many people have that?
I don't know.
Like, I know I have people who don't like me. I don't think there's anybody who wants me dead.
Right.
Maybe the chicken bingo. Anyway, so while they're looking for these possible, murderers, Mrs. Peters was eventually released from the hospital and returned home a widow. A good friend of hers moved in to help around the house. In the months following Mrs. Peters' return, she and her friend reported strange things happening around the West Moncrief Place house. Food missing, strange sounds, things out of place. The friend was convinced the house was haunted and resigned, while Mrs. Peters decided to relocate to live with her son in Grand Junction. So the house stood vacant, and the strange sounds and disgusting smells continued to be reported to the police, but they couldn't find anyone in the house. Everything changed in July 1942, so almost a year later, once Denver police decided to station 2 detectives outside the house and keep it under surveillance instead of waiting for a call from the neighbors. The vigilance paid off when the 2 officers spotted a man inside the house. They ran inside, but the house was empty until they heard a noise upstairs. They opened a closet door just in time to see a pair of legs disappearing up into a small opening into the house's attic. They grabbed the legs and pull the man attached to them back to the ground. That's gotta be fucking rude, dude. They like yoink right back down. They had caught their man. The suspect was arrested and taken downtown, where he confessed to his crime and told his story. Theodore Connies was born in Illinois in the 1880s, but came to Denver in the 1910s, where he remained. As a child, he had poor health, which continued to plague him into adulthood. Because of his health, and perhaps also because of the Great Depression, Connies struggled to keep a job long term, and frequently found himself without a place to live except for doorways and alleys around Denver. I thought about that. Let me just pause here for a second, not pause the recording, but we're all aware of homelessness, and we see homeless people, and hopefully the majority of us give it a thought on the kind end of the scale. Because imagine that for a second. You've got nowhere to go to sleep or live but a doorway or an alley.
Right.
In Denver. Like, I've never been to Denver, but I'm pretty sure it ain't warm all year.
Nope.
Like, can you imagine being here in the wintertime and homeless?
No, I can't. And I've often had those epiphanies, I suppose, throughout time, where it'll be a really cold, awful night, and say I don't have my house key to get in the house, and I'm standing out on my porch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get in. And I think about those things. Yeah. Those things will go through my mind, and it's very, very, what's the word?
Blessed? Lucky? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I will say nobody needs to feel any guilt for having such blessings. I don't like that word, but let's use that. You don't have to feel guilty. You didn't you didn't make someone, unless you did make someone homeless, then you're an asshole. But most of us, like I'll happily pay a couple $100 more in taxes each year if it eradicates homelessness. No problem.
Yeah.
I saw a guy back in the wintertime, a couple months back, sitting in the foyer between the 2 sets of doors coming into my building. And he was lying on the floor with his back up against the glass. I walked in, he said hi, He wasn't screwing with anybody.
No.
He wasn't trying to get into the building, beyond that. He just wanted to not freeze to death, which, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I can get that. And I was like, yeah, you know what? If you're going to come into the garage and break in, and those aren't the homeless people who do that shit. It's wannabe gangsters,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Them I'll bust in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And I have called, the police on them. This guy, he's not bothered.
No, just trying not to die.
Yeah, I'm good with that. So anyway, to resume here. Sorry for my soapboxy. At some point, Peters and Connie's had become acquainted at the Denver Guitar Club. So one evening, Connie's went to the Peters house, hoping to be able to ask them for some money and maybe something to eat. Unfortunately, this is when Helen was at the hospital, and Peters was keeping her company, so nobody was home. Connie's decided to break in the house to steal food. A few days later, he tried to do it again, but this is when he was found by Peters. Connie's insisted to police that beating Peters had been a split-second decision. After he had killed Peters, Connie sought refuge up in the attic, where he stayed until July, so almost a year.
Wow.
Denver police sent their smallest officer up into the cramped attic, where Connie's had made himself a nest of sorts. You should see the pics of this, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
He had collected his waste and had not bathed during his attic residency. And the stench ended up making the officer vomit. After recovering, the officer said of the attic, a man would have to be a spider to stand it long up there. The newspapers heard this and ran with it. Theodore Connie's was dubbed the Denver Spiderman, and a legend was born. Connie's was charged and convicted of murder by a jury and sentenced to life in prison in October of 1942. He was sent to the state penitentiary in Cannon City and remained there until his death on May 16, 1967, at the age of 84. So he was 84 and 67, so that means he was born in 1883. So that means he was 58 when he committed the murder. So not a kid.
No.
No, I'm not saying it's okay to break into someone's house, unless it's freezing out and you need to stay warm. Okay. But breaking in to get food, okay, dude. I've never been that hungry.
No.
So who am I to judge?
Right.
Does it justify killing the guy? No.
No.
And he said as much. He said, that wasn't his goal. He got caught. And, this is why it's a bad idea to have a gun for house protection. Because most people, I'm going to get on my soapbox again.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, because most people who break into your house to steal your shit, they're not looking to kill you. There's a whole leap between robbery and murder, right? So if they have a gun and you have a gun, now you're calling their bluff. You're not even a bluff. You're pushing them into a corner. And I understand. I don't want people stealing my shit.
Right.
But I don't want to kill anyone over it.
No.
And I certainly do not want to get killed over it.
No.
It's stuff.
Yeah.
It's things. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll hold the door for him while he takes it. I might call him a piece of shit and, hope he falls down the stairs. But I'm not killing him over it.
Right.
And here's the thing. This guy, he got killed by a stove shaker.
Yeah.
Cast iron.
That's legit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know how many hits it would have taken. Hopefully he went unconscious on the first one.
Hopefully.
But, it's a really sad story.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's really creepy, too.
Yep.
So this dude was living up in the attic while the wife was living there.
Yikes.
It reminds me of, don't ever watch the remake of this movie. Ever. But the original, When a Stranger Calls. Have you ever seen it?
I don't think I have.
Oh, dude. I swear to you, I saw this when I was babysitting.
Oh, yeah?
And that's it's what's her name? Is it Bernadette Peters? No, maybe that's not right. Take a pause to look it up. It's Carol Kane, not Bernadette Peters. But I think it's her first movie, and it came out in '79. Yeah, I'm that old. Shut up. And she's a babysitter, and she starts getting phone calls. At first, they're just heavy breathing. First, she's a little bit whatever, you're a loser. Then she starts getting a little scared. because she's like a teenage girl. And anyway, the calls become more and more like frightening. And then the caller says, "Have you checked the children?" And you never see the kids. They're up in bed already, right? Because it's late at night. She's watching TV. And he calls again. Finally, she calls the police. And they're like, okay, well, like we can trace a call, but you have to keep them on the line for, as long as possible, right? And so she does. She's very brave. And she keeps the guy on the line. And he really freaks her the hell out. And she slams the phone down. And then it rings right away. And she picks it up, prepared to give this guy like another piece of her mind. And it's the cops. And the cops say, put down the phone, get out, because the calls are coming from within the house. She books. I won't give you any spoilers. But I just got shivers from thinking of that line again. It's terrifying. But in the remake, which came out 2006, the idiots who did the trailer, they put that line in the trailer. Oh, wow, good one, guys. Way to steal your own thunder, you bozos.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I don't know what loser's starring in it, but I shouldn't say that. It's probably somebody awesome and who listens to the show. Yeah. But, no, it's a good movie.
When a Stranger Calls.
Yeah, watch the 1979 version, please. Okay. It's like the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, my favorite sci-fi movie. Okay. Came out in 1951. It's considered the first cerebral sci-fi movie. And then it was remade in the 2000s. You bet all my major organs I will never watch it. Never. Ever, 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 never. And one more plug. The first slasher movie ever is Canadian, called Black Christmas. Came out in like 1972. Oh,
yeah. I've seen that one.
But it was also remade.
Oh, no, sorry. I saw the remakes.
I refuse to. I absolutely refuse to watch it. But because the original's awesome. And it's all shot at U of T
Here
campus.
It says, when did you say the movie came out?
1979. Oh. Why?
It says 1993 on here.
Bollocks. When a Stranger Calls?
Yeah.
No, that's nonsense.
Maybe that's just when it went on Prime or something.
Who knows? Yeah, so I recommend all three of those movies, but only the originals.
Okay. So I added it to my list.
Ah, right. Yeah, cool. But watch it when you're when the kids are downstairs. Make sure they're upstairs asleep. And Mark isn't around.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Okay. So, yeah, that's the Denver Spiderman. Wow. Terrifying, dude.
That is terrifying.
We don't do, we do some true crime, but not a lot.
Not a lot.
Because there's so many good true crime podcasts.
Yeah, I know.
But this one just creeped me out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to do that one. Because I do say we have frightening stories.
We do.
Hey,
I remembered the name of that club, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Abstract.
Oh, Club Abstract. Yeah, of course.
When I was thinking of disgusting toilets and bathrooms.
Yeah.
It was so gross.
I remember being at a Fish show.
At a what?
Fish, the band Fish. P-H-I-S-H.
Oh, yeah.
In Saratoga Springs, New York. And just for the record, I do not like Fish. I've seen them 3 times. I went with my friend Jimmy each time because he had no one to go with. Because they're away, wasn't in town. He bought the ticket and I paid for, all my other stuff. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I like a road trip. And it was hot as hell. It was middle of summer and it had rained. And they had an indoor bathroom, but when you went in there, it was like being in I don't know, like a liquid manure tank converted into a sauna. It was thick with humidity, but
so gross.
Yeah, it was like a fecal rain cloud. But then outside they had this long ass row of porta potties, and there was a ditch nearby. And the rain and everything had overflowed the porta potties.
Oh, no.
And there was some crossings of the ditch, but I saw this dude try to do a runner and a jump, and he didn't make it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd kill myself. I'd end it right there.
That's so gross.
I'd ask somebody to shoot me. I want to. Yeah, that was awful. Shitty.
Yeah, I used to go to Abstract a lot.
It was a good place.
And I would bring my own toilet paper
Go away.
because they would always run out.
Really?
That's the thing about clubs, like a women's washroom.
Oh, yeah.
Always run out
Yeah,
of
'cause you
toilet
guys
paper.
use it all the time.
Yeah.
Like for every function.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I
So
get it.
yeah.
Did you ever try selling any toilet paper?
No.
Can't spare a square.
No.
God, I just,
And half the stalls didn't close. Like it was just it. Anyways,
I just used the Seinfeld line, but you wouldn't know that.
no.
Yeah, I kind of miss that place. I would go on 80s night,
Yeah, that's when I would go to.
but I also loved their electronic room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the
yes,
back, I
know
loved it.
exactly.
My friends would be out front, or like out in the main room. I'd just be sitting in there,
Yeah, me too.
just listening to it.
Yeah.
Not because it's so loud.
Yes.
It was
Oh, I
awesome.
loved it.
Yeah.
And
No,
the drinks were really cheap there.
Yeah. It was also once a time called Ichabod's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a bar forever and ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that building's gone, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
It was another club after Abstract.
Briefly, though.
Briefly, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I went once, and I'm like, no.
No, I'm pretty
This
sure
is
it's
terrible.
gone. It's gonzo.
Anywho.
Huh?
Anywho,
Yeah. Do you have something to say to our lovely people? Yeah,
Sure.
you should.
you guys should check out our website, theabsurdpodcast.ca,
Yep.
and you can get to our Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts,
Apple
all the
Podcast.
things, Facebook, Instagram, all the links are there.
These are.
Yes.
Yeah, and visit us. I don't know if you said that because I wasn't listening, but you could visit us at Facebook and Instagram.
I said that.
Okay, cool. I thought you did.
Yeah.
And shoot us a message especially if you know where to find these wine and cocaine cocktails.
Yes.
Yeah, and give us a rating, please. And more importantly than anything, give us a share.
Yes.
Tell somebody about us. Christine Lyle in Portland, Oregon. She took the time, and that's 3 hours away.
Yeah. And that's 3 hours away. Yes.
Not that that has anything to do with it.
Takes 3
really.
hours for our content
Well,
to get
it's
there.
3 hours time zone.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and our merchandise video is up.
Yes.
It's on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. That's about it. Yeah. So that's it. Way to destroy my flow.
Yeah. Anyways.
We're out. We're off
out.
to Pipers for Wings.
Yep.
Maybe Mel will have her antihitos again.
Maybe.
Good
Yes.
times. Good times. Speaking of toilet paper. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for coming by and listening. And please take care of yourselves and one another.
Bye.
Bye.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.